I cannot help it that my pictures do not sell. Nevertheless, the time will come when people will see that they are worth more than the price of the paint.
At £22,500,000 for the last time.
On the 100th anniversary of his death, we remember Vincent van Gogh with a film about the last, most significant years of his life. Vincent van Gogh, An Explosion of Colours, on Masterpiece, 7:30 Sunday.
Don't shoot this thing up. Accent, Nick, the boy. Accent, oh, accent, accent, D, accent. Yeah, yeah. You have to accent everything much better. Over Ammergau girl. Stop. It doesn't work like this. Everyone's doing very decent. You have to do everything like you're out of a nut house. Everyone has got to look like you are out of your minds. You know when we did the thing with Irena, going down, the nasty fugue? The Oberammergau girls, I mean, like you are just, you know, on some sort of weird stuff, yeah? The girls downstairs. Peanut is not played to the audience ever. Ever. Because Peanut played to the audience, and Myra, if you look cute, I will bop you, yeah? You cannot be cute during Peanut or people will throw up. Anyone, yeah?
The American choreographer, William Forsythe, began to establish a reputation in Europe in the 1970s, which has since spread to his home continent and led some connoisseurs to regard him as one of the few potentially major dance makers on the horizon. Others dismiss him completely, for, as Le Figaro put it, he is anti-conformist, prodigious, and original. Indeed, his penchant for classical ballet mixed into avant-garde theatre makes him seem far removed from the romantic world of Swan Lake. Since 1984, he has been the director of the Frankfurt Ballet, giving the company a sudden international and controversial standing. Explaining his responsibilities to a West German critic, he once said, "I hope people will go to the theatre and not feel that they have been in a vacuum. I want people to have a good time going to the theatre." Evidently, he had a good time producing Impressing the Tsar for the Frankfurt Ballet in 1988.
Do I hear, thank you, 70,000? Do I hear 80,000? Do I hear 80,000? 80,000? 80,000 going once, 80,000 going twice. Thank you, 90,000.
Louder.
90,000, dear. 90,000 going once. 100,000, 100,000 going once.
100,000 arrows.
100, you can't say arrows. 100,000 going twice. 100,000.
200,000.
200,000, thank you. Oh, this is so exciting, ladies and gentlemen.
200,000. Halos.
You can't say halos. 200,000 going once. 200,000 going...
350,000.
350, you can't say kartoffel. 350,000 going once. Going twice. Sold. Thank you, Rosa. Sold to my charming, affable, urbane Rosa, talkative, Rosa, to my, did I say tidy, to my affable, urbane assistant, Rosa, and the discerning, emotionally uncomplicated man in the box. a Mycenaean gladiator victim impersonator. Vivid evocation of the florid extremes of the mid-2nd century. A real must-have for your next arena event. No! Thank you. You can't afford to be without it. It will mark you as a past master of Philhellenic taste. Ladies and gentlemen, it would be... Thank you, Rosa. So, apparently. The next item, Rosa, the next item, the next, not yet. The next item is this compact, Instamatic Ascension photographer. You should be so lucky. His work has appeared in... Thank you, Rosa. Sold for nothing. That's as it should be. His work has appeared in one illuminated manuscript, and he can probably be dismissed as insincere. Yeah. The next item is...
Sold for potatoes!
Not for potatoes. Can't say potatoes. Sold for 70,000. The next item is this cordless archery target. Energy efficient and reusable. Comes complete with first stone caster and is enriched with a golden patina. But then, who isn't? They were going and now they're gone. The next item, please. Rosa, I need an item. This lovely Assyrian caftan maker. I must say I never met one I didn't like. Aha! Thank you, Rosa. Sold for nothing. And now, the last item is this special one-day only sale. 2 for the price of 1. In this sumptuous set of specialists in rack repair and maintenance. Sold, apparently, for nothing. The next item, ladies and gentlemen, is dancer with independent suspension, batteries not included. Do I hear anything? 60,000, thank you. 60,000 for yours. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is your chance to bid on a air-cooled stigmata punch. Yes, stigmata punch. 60,000. Do I hear 70,000? Try to shut up. The next item is this charming Hittite dagger with the carrying case. Do I hear 60,000? Thank you. To my assistant, and now this jumbo tweezers operator. It will keep your hands and feet nail-free. Ladies, thank you, Rosa. Sold. Finally, this commandment inscriber uses only natural materials and is apparently sold. Thank you very much. And now, finally, my lovely lady, affable, charming, delightful assistant Rosa. Do I hear a bid? 11,000 sold to my charming assistant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may be asking yourselves, what is the point of all of this? Is it perhaps a metaphor? Or does it perhaps signify a totemic ritual. On the other hand, it might just be that we have arrived at this point, which signifies the longed for, timely, inevitable demise
Of the man.
of the man in the box.
Blackout. Bravo. Okay.
Try it again.
Okay.
2 weeks later, William Forsythe temporarily abandons his Frankfurt company to take up an invitation from the New York City Ballet. The title of the piece he will choreograph is Behind the China Dogs. The weather is cloudy, but even so, New York is beautiful. He is with his wife, the Australian choreographer, Alida Chase, and their son, Sam.
What's in the tunnel? Look inside. Look inside. Let's see the mommy inside the tunnel? Yeah, yeah. A mommy inside the tunnel. God help us. Alright. Now check out the water. Whoa. Yeah. Check it out.
Hang on tight. Hang on here.
What's out there? What's that out there? Oh, water's out there. Look. Lots and lots of water. Yeah.
William Forsythe was born on Long Island, New York in 1949 and studied ballet principally at the Joffre Ballet School. In 1973, he moved to Europe and joined the Stuttgart Ballet. It was there, in a hothouse of creativity, that his apprenticeship as a choreographer began. Rehearsals are in a studio on West 61st Street, 3 blocks away from New York City Ballet's home. He is working on a pas de deux with 2 of the company's principals, Lourdes Lopez and Peter Frame. Neither is familiar with William's new wave classicism, with its fondness for imbalance, virtuosity, and risk.
I just think the more time you take, the better, personally. Feels better. I think just it looks good. It looks good. You just don't want to. Let's go over the phrases, okay? First thing, da 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 da, da da da, boom. You can almost hold that one there. That could be your first stop, basically. Yeah. And then, boom. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. 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 I think that second go. Yeah. Yeah. Keep going through, yeah.
Eventually, Forsythe will work 3 other couples into the piece to produce what the American critic Deborah Jowett describes as edginess and explosiveness, controlled by scrupulous asymmetrical patterning.
Yeah,
You do it. You do it. You do this whole section.
right, that's just what I was going to say. Here's, yeah.
Can you, okay, now as you do that, yeah, as you do that, down, the, oh, yeah, that next pull-up is the beginning of the phrase, coming in. See, yeah. Now, go off, because you're going to keep going, and, one, yeah, what you want to do, you want to take your body out, though. D, yeah, boom. So you're going to go in here, around that standing leg.
So do you want me to unbalance here?
No, I want you to be off there. Oh, there, that's it. That's it.
And then,
Down, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, B, carry, go, step. I think it goes, I think from here, down, chasse. Open, chasse. One, two. Okay, that was kind of nice, Lourdes. What'd you do there?
no, I just
Oh, you want some trauma? Now, Peter, you sort of ended up doing like something like this across your back, something sort of very, like Fred and Ginger. And I'm not sure if you went like no, that doesn't.
No support.
Not support that. Okay, so. Lopez, I didn't know you were Italian. Now, we're obviously in a coupe situation here.
Fun kick.
Oh, we can't do that. Everyone knows what's coming. Yeah? Just these bloody pirouettes. The public is waiting. How about you go from here, with not kicking the table, not creating more drama, as you go pique, rond, coupe, yeah? Peter, you come in back of her. You grab her, you grab her this way, like this, like that, and she goes fifth and seesaw, and you drag her that way.
Like push down.
Yeah, she's going to be dismarked at this angle. Whoops, like that. Yeah. Now, how do I get you here?
you did a slide in this position.
If you just stay on, just change, slide like that. Then you're going to rock and line up. Smart.
Here.
Keep straight. And now, push straight, you're going flat. Now, push towards him. That's it, like that. That's it. Fine here. Yeah, wow, that's it.
Oh, sorry.
That's it. Okay, now, from this position here, relax, yes. For experience, at least so. You landed like this. Landed like this somehow, like this.
Yeah.
The dancers, Jowett later observed in The Village Voice, tore into it as if it was the first spicy meal they'd had in ages. Anna Kisselkoff in the New York Times called Forsythe the rising star of international ballet in the 1980s.
Yeah, not just feel jumpy.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
All right.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. That was good. We cleared things up. That stays that way. Just, we had that down. It will stay. Okay. Thanks. Take it easy.
Thanks, Pete. See you tomorrow.
And so ends another day. Yeah. No, it's not over. Pete, how long do we have? Oh, that was premature. Are you hungry? Do we have a second? Yeah, we have a second. We're now going to take an artistic lunch break, yeah? Well, I pretty much do the same thing. What I do is I make something, and then I go back and I put little things in. So it's like you make a sentence. It's like, you know how a computer works? You make a sentence, and then you go and you go back and you say insert, and you put a new word in. It's the exact same thing. It's just like word processing, I think, yeah? And by working that way, you don't feel such a pressure to make the final product the first time. You go back and you rewrite it, and you rewrite it, and you rewrite it. Until it's good for them, and it's good for you. And it's good for, you know, people watching or whatever. And I think it's an interesting way to work. Because there's always the idea that everything is changeable. It's not going to be fixed. You can go on like this for years. I do sometimes. Which drives dancers crazy, but it's a good idea. If you're working on something, you know, for a long time. That's like in text. It's not a monument. It's not petrified. It's not out of stone. You can change it. It's mobile. It's flexible. And you can throw it away, too. That's important. You just chuck it out. So, it's nice. It takes a lot of pressure out of the work. Yeah, that's the most important point. It remains just easy. It doesn't have to be so intensive. I think decisions, yeah, aren't so. And so much life and death decisions. Let's forget it. It's crap. This ain't war yet.
Scramble all the way with bacon takes weeks. I'll have some in those eggs, baby. More bacon.
You look great.
To go
I like you in the
here.
slide.
Here? You want fluffy too?
That casual, you know. Just that casual.
All okay? Go on, Captain. Have a nice day.
Regular?
Scramble all the way. You don't mind he practicing in case you take a day off? Fluffy, hun? You want some lemon? Would you see that?
The afternoon's rehearsals are with Jeppe Mitskov, a Dane who recently joined New York City Ballet.
I should turn back. I like that dive you did out of that. Okay. Yo, I like that. Unbelievable. A dive. Keep that one. Yeah? Sorry. Yeah. It's all right. Let's... Right. Okay. Right. So. Here we go. Boom. Yeah. One. You can stop. Yeah, and just change your legs. Stop. 1, 2, and just start. No matter where you finish. Okay, say you finish here by accident, right? And just from here, like a video scratch, you know. Yeah, ba-da, 1, second 1, be, ba-da, step back, da-da, 1, da-da, beep, beep, pirouette, glissade, battu, right, over. Don't have to touch the leg, but tiens, vamos.
Oh, like, still overly turned out.
Still all the way turned up. Oh, yeah, that's it. You're getting, yeah, steady. Steady down.
Right.
Yeah, boom, boom. Fourth, transport. Back down. Oh, okay, yeah. You just stop there? Good. Yeah. Boom. Boom, this way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you do for here, you bring it around, plant in fourth. You do a double arm here, like that. Pull it back to fifth, basically, like Susu, right, like that. So
The clock is no longer working, following a catastrophe. The heat from one of the spotlights set off the fire alarm, and torrential rain poured down on the set. In the one corner of the studio, which remained miraculously unscathed, Forsythe continues rehearsals.
And fight ease out of that. Now. I wish I could do that. It doesn't work that way. I'm throwing some hybrid jumps.
The next day's rehearsal with Ib Anderson is coming to an end. It will continue with Peter Frame.
It just was not the right place for me to work at that time. So we're not freelance. I did Netherlands Dance Theater a while. Yeah, and then a bit at Paris Opera a little bit. I went back. It's gotten better there. It's nice working there now. Oh, I think so too. It's history. You go there and you say, this is history. And I think that really makes you curious how you can confront history and deal with it. You know? Petey, what time? You're supposed to start at 4? Can't we start now? Yes. Oh, great. Okay. I just took my pause. You can't remember? After that, we have the Ron. Do you think Lourdes will remember that?
Oh, yeah, we'll do it together. Just,
didn't she have that thing that went upstage that way? Some sort of arabesque thing, or we check that out. You don't remember?
but we'll get it.
I don't think it'll be tragic. I think.
No. We'll get it together.
You're going to show me, though, you're going to mark for me exactly what we did the other day. This is how I'm going to do every week.
What, my solo?
You're going to mark your solo for me so I can look at it. I'm going to sit down first, eat my sandwich, and watch you. But you're going to mark it, you're going to demonstrate to me like an educational video.
Gotcha.
Right?
Yeah.
What the steps are. Okay, now when you go over, you want to go over, turn in. You want to go, when we go over there, when you do your ground battement at the beginning, that's it. Now, extend your leg, that's it, and leave the heel on the floor. Right, good, good. That's right, yes, sir. That stuff over a bit like Ibs. And so far, take your time here. Make this next step big, which is shitty. I know, it's hard. Yeah, put your heel down, step way over. So you have a high, remember we talked about those high passes? Yeah, good. Right over.
He treats choreography as an adventure, and he expects his dancers and audiences to redefine their views on dance. His priority is how you speak with the language, not what you say.
Okay, good, stop, okay. Breathing hard, all right.
What did you say?
No, I was talking to myself. There's a few places I want to. Let me watch it again. This time, sort of talk to me. Sort of like
just a little bit slower and
a little
more
slow,
articulated.
a little slower. I mean, some steps you have to do fast to get the off thing like that. Yeah, and never go on that. Don't go like this, but go, sit down, stretch the back one. Now once you're fully stretched, stay down there. You hear it, now stay down there. You know, just think about that Al Sagon. Whoa. Bump, there you go. That's it, yeah. Down, boom. Down, one. Oh, we had the thing, right? Down, down, you get to go up and over. So D, up and over.
This is a double finger.
Okay, so Rafi, let's just take it from here. He has, let's go with the new combination. He has, you had the pot of bread thing, maybe he doesn't. He has tant de flèche, effacé, coupé, emboîté, effacé. Effacé, pas de bourrée back, saut de basque over, plié, pas de bourrée against the movement, balancé, tap, up, out, pas de bourrée over, carry over. I'm starting to feel like I know what this piece is now. So I'm starting to feel more, it's more like I know what I'm doing. And what I do a lot is loop. And you know what a loop is? A loop like that, so it's like a circle, with a tape machine. And you start a combination, and you find out how the combination connects back to itself, although in terms of classical logic, it doesn't seem like it's going to go back there. It does. It is the classical logic. Dancing logic, I mean. Classical dancing, ballet logic. And you look for these loops. And what you do is you find a loop, and then you find how to loop two loops. And after a while, you just keep... you say loop in French also? You loop into a loop. It's like knitting, you know? You start one, then you bring another one in, boom, boom, and another one, boom, boom. And after a while, I think with Ib Anderson, that was a good example of just coming back to a theme out unsuspectingly, and finding a way to get back. That's the good thing about classical ballet. At some point, it loops really easily. I think that's a good thing, looping. It feels nice. It feels that invariably I'm pretty Well, you can either decrease a loop from the middle out, from the beginning towards the back, from the end towards the beginning. But I haven't been doing too much of that because there's not so much time. Maybe once we get the combinations down. And the loop itself is a state of increase, and then you decrease it. Right now, maybe you saw, I just leave off the end. I loop a certain thing. Like here, we had the combination with Peter, went like that. And at the end, we clicked out of the loop. So it turns out that this is this is the beginning of the loop. Before, bi-ba, bi-ba, di-da. But that tendu now turns into a cabriole. Wump, beginning of the loop again. Di-bum-bum, bum-bum-bum, bum-bum-bum. Instead of going this way, now I just go that way, pirouette. He gets into his thing. Now here, and then here's theme. So here, this movement itself, boom, yeah, is the theme which I'm using for everyone. And everyone, it's in the pas de deux, it's in all the variations. And then that goes into jeté. This is a movement stealing from myself from a ballet from 1979. But I haven't used it. I liked it. Well, just that movement itself. I use it. Sometimes I'll take something from an old ballet just to get a new series started if I don't have anything in my mind. So just go through it's like a database, you know, old steps and new steps or whatever, recent steps. And I just started trying to think through everything I've ever done and realized that some things will transform in a different context. It's not the same step. It is the same movement maybe, but it's in a completely different context and leads onto a different group of movements. So I'm not going to take that movement and go on to the same movements, but I'll use it to start a new combination. And so what happens gradually is I'm starting to pick up themes. I'm picking up this little, I call it the pussycat. It's like a cat with a wet foot, yeah? So we call it pussycat, and this thing called en cloche. So you go, di, bi, like that. This comes from Helen's variation, like that. And I begin to exchange material from all the variations.
Blew the light out. The light went out.
Look at my kids, let's blow the light out. Because that's what it is, it's material. You can work it, you can change it, you can, turn it off. You can do anything you want with it. And once it's there, I think the only scary part about choreography is finding the right material, is getting there. And that only reveals itself to you after a few days or whatever period of time. But as today I began to, for the first day, really feel comfortable.
William crosses Chinatown to get to 50 L'Esplanade Street, the home of his friend Carla Perlman. She is making the China dogs, which give the ballet its name. On stage, the dogs will glower at the dancers.
The Chinese dogs, was that right? I didn't know what to call them. Behind the clay dogs?
Behind the New York dogs.
The New York, that's a new team. That sounds like that'd be a good football team, right? You have the New York dogs.
And they said, do you want to put something in the program? And I said, put what in the program? I said, well, don't you want to say something about your piece? I said, oh, there's nothing to say, really. And I felt good. That's always a good sign. If there's nothing to say, it's fine.
It seems okay with me, too.
It seems fine.
What color is the floor going to be again? And is this the right color, do you think?
This is perfect.
And what color is the floor going to be? So I think I'll get my phone, okay? No, I don't have my phone.
The floor is gray. It's sort of green-gray.
Yeah, got it.
So there's something that color in it.
Well, so, yeah, actually, we're going right there.
It's sort of this color.
You're on the air, yeah.
You're on the air.
We're discussing, the color of the dogs, and Billy came here a little late, and so we gotta let it start, but it seems okay. Yeah.
get through. Okay, that's already 2 minutes 11, dear. That's quite a bit. Good, good.
Oh, that was just a mess. I'm sorry.
Do you want to see a few messes? I'll send you some, I don't know, some information. Yeah, I think there could be, just when you work on it, when I'm gone, when they give you all those rehearsals to work on it, yeah?
Seemed too easy to start.
Okay. And go. And 1. We finished backwards there, right? Here, and you just before you did your last pirouette there, I think for the second time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and down, and up and down. Arm, pull back, D, ba, ya, B, ya, B. Did you really?
Yeah, it was okay.
Did it just feel
It was just like an electric shock.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
shock, mental shock. Shock therapy.
I should go towards.
No, you want to put that back. D, back, exchange. Back, exchange, D, down, D, yeah. Step, hop, and I think you want to go over. I don't think you want to go back. I think after this one, D, D, yeah. Okay. Good. That's good. It's fine. Okay. I'm just saying before, it's such a luxury to sort of calm down and do things sometimes. Sometimes, I think in any of these businesses, you get excited by it at some point. You get, into things instead of just stopping and looking and feeling neutral. Just feeling nothing. Just look at what you're doing and try. And I think that's when the potential of what you're doing begins to come out, or what's possible, or what you don't need, or what you do need. Yeah, of course. You know what I mean? Yeah. And not realizing. Yeah. Just approaching things without sort of. Without adrenaline, and do things survive without the smash? Without smashing choreography, especially with ballet. Does it survive, or can you make stuff survive without danger on all levels? Like that. Or if things are dangerous, you don't have to make them look dangerous. It could be just the opposite. You just make them look completely matter of fact, and which they are, I guess, at some point for us. Yeah, I don't think they really are. But I think this is the time I like the most, when you step back and look at things. Just, yeah. You guys, you can go ahead. You still have electric shocks?
Yeah, it was like, when those fibers would pop.
It popped over the tendon. Nothing ripped.
Yeah, it's just because when you grip your feet on the floor.
Yeah.
So we just have to give ourselves some just relaxing spots and.
Part of it is just getting. I think you're going to be able to. I think you're going to be able to, you know, bash it at some point. Of course, that thing. But the thing is, to be able to remember that at one point you were calm and were going over these things like this, like a, you know, like a yogi, and just sort of going instead of going. It's sort of like breathing, you know. If you can make these things like breathing instead of like yelling, at some point in the process, you're going to make a lot of noise with your breath. You're going to make whatever. And there's a point where you should have the opportunity, when you're going over the things, to try a different level of breath as you go into it. So it also becomes completely normal, every day, nothing. Because it is for us. this is it, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it leaves room for other things to happen and to find other things in the movement when you do it that easily, when you just sort of go through, you go, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
And when it's communicated.
Yeah, and you can also realize how far you can go then. You know, you can say, okay, I'm relaxed, I go this far. If I'm, you know, not so, but it provides you with a margin of safety and a margin of danger, which is, I guess, what we want in this stuff. And
It's mid-February. Forsythe is leaving New York, and he won't be back until the end of April. For 2 months, rehearsals will continue without him, under Carol Divot, and with the help of video recordings made during his studio rehearsals. Reactions to his work are seldom reserved. For example, Love Songs, created for the Munich Ballet and since produced by several European and American companies, has been described as Strindberg put through a meat grinder, a masterful parody of disastrous relationships. Employees of the New York City Ballet are in the process of installing the dogs for the opening night. William Forsythe is back in New York. A few days away from the first public performance of Behind the China Dogs, it's nearly the moment of truth, when all the fragments will come together in a coherent whole. Generally, it's a moment of panic, but today everything is done without rushing, and with an almost oriental serenity.
Someone that can tell him that I'd like to have original volume.
Oh yeah, you can have from there during
From that.
That's a special line to the sound. He's not there right now.
Okay.
It has been said of Forsythe's work that it depends on an overriding we are the world theatrical totality that leads to an alternative form of chaos. But for all his lightheartedness, his chaos is highly ordered. His works are clearly the product of an individual with a searching mind and a shrewd intelligence.
So we will be using the reel-to-reel, and we will want more volume than we had during the rehearsal. But we'll talk to you during it. Okay? What?
Oh, what's that?
I don't think that will arrive today. I don't know though. Are you expecting less?
George, can we get
Probably not.
6 work lights on
Are you
stage?
expecting less stuff today?
Kevin, can we get work lights up? Yep. So we can just sort of like, not only have that, we can just add whatever else is on your thing and just sort of see what's happening. I'm sure, and I think we should have an exception.
Yeah, something that's
Just like not in this catalog. Yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely.
Yeah, I think we when we sort of get the pieces together. I like that first cue. Though. I'm really happy. I wanted a bright cue. That's a gorgeous bright cue. Thanks. But it's just a completely different way of lighting in America. I'm just not used to it. I have no idea. I've never lit this way. I always brought my own, lighting plots and set them up.
Now keep it wide, and now panning slowly down the wall and across the dogs and start down stage.
Dancers move away from the middle. Okay, stop.
Go back up to the foot of the dogs. Right at the foot of the dogs.
What time is it? It's 10.
Kara, I think the dogs should be a little more frontal. Yeah. They communicate. They have to try to communicate to faces. Deutsche Fernsehen, können Sie das ausschalten? Wer gehört das Licht? Das Licht aus. How are they going to hang that road there? Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Rock and roll. Rock and roll. We must go immediately. Front, back, front, back. Front. Thank you. Carlos. Skirt. Roll the skirt. Yeah.